even at schools where people go to the same school, they start to separate at some point. And has that changed? And is that your experience?
I could talk only about my experience because I don't have children here, so I think a lot of the mothers here could answer that better than I can. But I know that for my sister, my experience here, when we first came here, Sinai had at most 10 students per class. And I remember talking to Jimmy Delshad about this a lot too, and he would say when the Persians first came here, they just didn't know what to do with us. And I felt like that from an academic perspective because I knew that I was smart and I tried to work very hard. But Sinai kind of placed all the Persian kids in one group and all the American kids that were at that time were modern Orthodox, coming from Beverlyville, in the same category. And it kind of treated us as if we needed to take ESL classes or something like that. And I would look at them and say, but I grew up here, I don't need to take these classes. It wasn't until I went to Beverly Hills High School that a teacher turned to me and said, you should be in AP classes. And that's when I really felt like, okay, finally someone recognizes this. I don't blame Sinai. I don't think they knew what to do with this influx of Iranian Jewish children all of a sudden coming to an Ashkenazi school, just like Jimmy Delshad said. When we first came here, they thought we were going to turn Sinai into a Persian bazaar. They had no idea what to do with us. My own experience from there was that I went to Beverly Hills High School. Most of my friends, my family I'm very close to, but most of my friends just became American. I went to Berkeley, and there wasn't that level of acceptance from the Persian community because they thought, well, why don't you want to have Persian friends? Why do you have American friends? So I was heavily criticized for that. And the irony is that my life is surrounded about writing and documenting the Persian Jewish community. So I feel like I really do. I love this community. But as growing up, I did get a lot of, well, why aren't all your friends Persian? Why are you going to Berkeley and not UCLA? And why do you want to be so American? That was what was so fascinating to